The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas.
Texas, once under the rule of Spain, France, Mexico, themselves, the Confederate States of America, and ultimately the United States of America. Home of 10-gallon hats, 72-ounce steaks, Chuck Norris, Hank Hill, South by Southwest, NASA Mission Control, Dealey Plaza, the Alamo, and...
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
They also have some outstanding amusement parks. I've ridden 32 coasters in the state of Texas over my 5 trips to the state over the last 2 years, from Amarillo to Arlington to San Antonio to the Houston boardwalks, and now it's time to rank them up. These are my top 10 favorite coasters in Texas. Let's kick this off with number 10, La Vipera at Six Flags Over Texas. This is an unusual one, but it's one of my favorite coasters at the park. It's an old, relocated Intamin bobsled, and the thing I love about this coaster is the out-of-control feeling you get as you roll through the trough. The trains are not attached to the track at all, so you're just rolling through the course, and sometimes the car actually hops up a little bit. This thing is loaded with trims, but it's a unique coaster experience, and I always try to get on it while I'm at Over Texas. Number 9. Boardwalk Bullet at Kemah Boardwalk. This is a huge presence on the Kemah Boardwalk sitting on the Gulf Coast, and surprisingly, it was built by the Gravity Group, even though the layout kind of resembles a GCI. It's got a long twister layout. It doesn't really beat you up that badly despite its uncomfortable PTC trains. It's got decent airtime, and it's just a really cool coaster that you can walk up to and ride for $6 if you're in the Houston area. It's also a pretty badass coaster. It escaped Hurricane Ike in 2008 unharmed, while the rest of the boardwalk was ruined. Number 8. Shockwave at Six Flags Over Texas. This is my favorite Schwarzkopf, and it combines intense negative and positive Gs. Those double loops after the first drop will make you gray out with their 6 Gs of force, and the rest of the ride features some drops where, if you're in the back, will fling you out of your seat. The lap bars are hard and uncomfortable, but it adds to the experience. Number 7. Switchback at ZDT's amusement park. It's hard to imagine a major coaster being installed at a family fun center, but that's pretty much what Gravity Group did for this tiny park in Seguin, Texas. They had basically zero space to work with, so they designed a shuttle coaster that would include a lift hill and a switch track so the train can go forward and backwards and end up back in the station. They can even run 2 trains with the system. It's not very tall, but it stays low to the ground with its sharp turns and airtime pops, and that makes this more than just a little gimmicky coaster. It's a legitimate, good coaster that anyone in the San Antonio area should seek out. Number 6. Mr. Freeze Reverse Blast at Six Flags Over Texas. This is one of the best and most intense launch coasters ever built, especially since they turned the trains around so you're taking that launch backwards and the vertical spike face down. The top hat is incredibly intense as you're falling vertically forward and backwards, and you get a nice feeling of weightlessness on that vertical spike that stands over 200 feet in the air. Number 5. Superman Krypton Coaster at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. A lot of people consider this the best floorless coaster ever built, and I wouldn't necessarily agree with that, but it's easily top 3. It definitely has the best setting, diving on and off the quarry wall and ending with the interlocking corkscrews. It can run a little rough sometimes and give you a headache, which is why it loses some points, but its massive size, huge inversions, unique elements, and great setting makes this a must-ride at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas, and put this park on the map when it opened in 2000. Number 4. Steel Eel at SeaWorld San Antonio. This Morgan Mini Hyper has what other Morgans I've ridden don't have: crazy airtime. You'll find this at the beginning of the ride between the drop and the mid-course. The hills are oddly shaped and some dip down further than others, and it's a really weird looking ride, but the oddities make for an insanely fun, airtime filled ride. There are a lot of airtime hills after the mid-course, but they don't have any airtime, which is a little disappointing, but this is still a must ride and a marathonable coaster in San Antonio. Number 3. Wonder Woman Golden Lasso Coaster at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. If you like fast-paced, airtime-packed, intense coasters, let me introduce you to the RMC Raptor model. I don't think there's a better coaster for pacing than this and its twin in California's Great America. The ride, for what it is so much fun, but those shoulder harnesses and the extremely short duration hurt it standing a little bit. Granted, a longer layout with this level of intensity may be too much for some people, but I can't rank it above the longer RMCs in the state. Number 2. New Texas Giant at Six Flags Over Texas. This was the one that started the RMC revolution back in 2011, and this ride gets a lot of heat for its layout and bad pacing. I agree with both criticisms. It's not as wild as some of the newer RMCs, but basically for a prototype, this ride is still amazing. And one of its best features is its amazing length. You never feel cheated by your ride on New Texas Giant because it seems like it never ends. And even though the pacing does slow down a lot on the final lap, it still offers solid airtime. Have some respect for your elders and the trailblazer that led the way for some of the best coasters in the world. Number 1. Iron Rattler at Six Flags Fiesta Texas. This RMC hybrid is kind of the opposite of New Texas Giant. It's not long, but it has the intensity. It also has some pacing issues at the end thanks to the quarry wall, so it's in no way a perfect ride. But some of these elements are insane. It has a 180-foot double twist first drop that gives some insane airtime. It has an ejector hill, it dives off the quarry, it has a barrel roll, and one of the greatest airtime moments of all time, the final dive off the quarry into the tunnel. The entire package offers a conflicted experience, but blow for blow, I think this is the best coaster in the entire state of Texas. Texas is a loaded state for coasters. I couldn't find room for Iron Shark at Galveston Pleasure Pier or anything from Wonderland, not even the wacky Texas Tornado. So let me know what you think of my top 10. Let me know what you think are the best coasters in Texas. Also be sure to leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys all next time.
Oh.